This is the IGN Guides walkthrough for Chapter 1 of Portal 2.
In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing
The first section of this chapter just kind of walks you through basic motions, looking around, walking around, jumping.
You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling. Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look down at the floor. Good. This completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical and mental.
This intro is kind of long. It's because this is a walkthrough. We won't be making you sit through all of it. I'm going to fast forward through some of this in a little bit.
This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art. You should now feel mentally reinvigorated. If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music. Good. Now please return to your bed.
So you only have to press a few more buttons and there's kind of a long automated sequence.
You have been in suspension for
9. Hello? Anyone in there? Hello? Oh, God. You look good. Looking good, actually. Are you okay? Are you... Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it slow.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare. That's all I'm saying. Prepare. It's all fine. All right? Don't move. I'm going to get us out of here. Oh, you might want to hang on to something. Word of advice. Up to you.
Alright, let's skip ahead a bit now. So for this part, I mean, you're really just standing in the room. You can respond to Wheatley when he asks you to speak and jump, or he just asks you to speak, but you end up jumping. Because that's really the only command you have available to you. Alright, so now we're above the first test chamber that you'll actually solve in Portal 2.
Now, I'll be honest, you are probably in the...
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. We are currently experiencing...
So you can still jump in this portion, but you also will be mainly just lifting cubes and moving them around.
However, thanks to emergency testing protocols, testing can continue.
You can also activate buttons by pressing the same button that you use to pick up things.
Even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open, and emergency testing will
This is how you
begin
pick up stuff.
in 3,
Anyway,
2,
head to the portal.
1.
And this is a linear path, you can't get lost, so.
Cube and button-based testing.
So yeah, what you want to do is always just grab the cubes and get them to the red pads.
If cube and button-based testing caused this emergency, don't worry. The odds of this happening twice are very slim. You have just passed through an Aperture Science Material Emancipation.
At each
Day,
elevator
which
is
utilizes most Aperture
a
Science
force field that will
equipment
prevent you
that's
from bringing objects out and into the next puzzles. So it's futile to try to bring cubes from one puzzle to the next, but you can try just for fun. They get sizzled.
If you feel liquid running down your neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply
Alright, so in this first room there's 3 buttons, and they open 3 different portal doors on other sides of the glass. So that first one gets you to the cube. The second button gets you to the button. This returns to the static portal on the back wall. And the third button opens the way out of this room. But you have to leave a cube on that pad to get out, because that opens the actual door.
Good. Because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing, please take a moment to write down the results of your test. An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt. is currently governed by a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable of listening to reason.
There's your buddy Wheatley again.
Hey, you made it. There should be a portal device.
So finally, you can get a portal gun. This portal gun will only open one portal at a time, so you'll have to rely on those orange portals still, like the one up there. But the portal gun is right here. So you can just shoot any white surface in this room and walk through the orange portal to get out of the room. Head up.
Some emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all
So as you can tell here, you have to kind of switch up your portals to get to the door. Still relying on the orange portal that remains static.
Android has not respected your rights as detailed in the laws of robotics. Please note it on your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the appropriate grievance filing paperwork. This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain
In this test, you can actually get an achievement if you catch that cube before it hits the ground. That's an achievement for not ever touching a pad. Otherwise, you can just carry the box to the pad. Here you can see there's a cube up top of that platform. There's another cube in a trough below the area. So grab that cube first, walk it to a pad. Now you can grab this one. It'll actually appear where that orange portal is, so just grab it and move it to the second pad, and you'll have your exit.
Great work.
Butterfingers.
Because this message is pre-recorded, any observations related to your performance are speculation on our part. Please disregard any
There's a portal up there, so you can put this portal anywhere in this room and fall through.
If the enrichment center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other
So to get to the other side of that grill, you have to make a portal. Now you'll be in this room. You can see the orange portal's way above the room, but you need to get a cube. So there it is. Aim for it, and it'll fall up behind you from the orange portal above you. That creates some stairs or a ramp that you can just kind of climb up. And up here are two buttons. One drops a box, and one lifts up a kind of gate. So the box drops right into that portal, and it'll fall out the orange one. That gate, when you lift it up, will prevent the cube from going into the water. Let's bring this up to the button, and puzzle solved.
Well done. The Enrichment Center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic, low-power environments of as few as 1.1 volts. This next test applies the principles of momentum.
So in this test, you're really going to have to figure out how to fly across rooms by falling. What you can do is you can put a portal way below you and use a portal high up on the wall to kind of fall across a room. You can do the same thing for this cube here. So now the cube's there, you can actually just hold it and fall through the same portal you put on the ground far below before. Just aim roughly for it. You'll get pulled through to the other side.
If you are a non-employee who has discovered this facility amid the ruins of civilization,
It's kind of a similar puzzle.
And remember,
But the pre-made portal is on the ground. So these pads, whenever you see them, these angled pads, they're a dead giveaway that you're going to have to fly across a room. So use the first one, you can get over to a cube. Now you want to place a portal just kind of up here, just so you can get to the other side of the raised area. And you can see we almost got to the door there, but you need to raise a platform. To do that, you got to leave a cube over here. This button, this raises a platform above the door, or below the door. Now you can use a similar portal, move it over a little bit, to fly through that door. You should land right on the platform. Puzzle solved.
Good work getting this far, future starter. That said, if you are simple-minded, bold, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for testing. Power remains for core testing protocols. All safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy.
So here the story kind of picks up again.
Hi, I'm up here. Oh, brilliant! You did find a portal gun. Oh, do you know what? It just goes to show, people with brain damage are the real heroes in the end, aren't they? At the end of the day, brave. Okay, listen. Let me lay something on you here. It's pretty heavy.
So there's not much puzzle solving to do right now.
Never, never, ever to disengage
But we are going to grab
myself
Wheatley
from my management rail
after he
or
falls
I would
off his
die.
rail and take him
But
to the next
we're out
area.
of options here, so get ready to catch me, all right? On the off chance that I'm not dead the moment I pop off this thing. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's high. It's too high, isn't it? Really? That. All right. Going on 3 just gives you too much time to think about it. Let's go on 1 this time. Okay. Ready? 1. Catch me! Ow!
So you can pick up Wheatley just the same way you pick up any cube.
Plug me into that stick on the wall over there, yeah? And I'll
Set
show
him
you
on
something.
here, and
You'll
you
be
have
fine
to
with it.
actually turn away, or he won't open the secret pad.
Yeah, I can't do it if you're watching.
You can wait for a
Seriously,
long
I'm not
time.
joking. Could you just turn around?
This
for
is
a
funny
second?
stuff, but you're not going to get through the door until you turn around.
All right, you can turn around now. Bam! Secret panel.
So before you
While you're
leave
back
the
this
area,
time.
you want to
Pick me
grab
up.
Wheatley.
Let's
But
get out of here. Would you pick me up? And off we go. Look at this! No rail to tell us where to go. Oh, this is brilliant. We can go wherever we want. Just hold on though. Where are we going? Seriously. Hang on. Let me just get my bearings. Just.
it's good
follow the
advice.
rail,
Just
actually.
follow the rail.
Oh no. Yes. Hello. No, we're not stopping. Don't make eye contact. Whatever you do. No. Thanks. We're good. Appreciate it. Keep moving. Keep moving. Probably ought to bring you up to speed.
So
on
there's
something
just a
right
kind
now.
of
In order to escape, we're gonna
a
have
straight
to go
path right through the
her
end of
chamber.
chapter 1.
And she will probably kill us if she's awake. Okay, I'm gonna lay my cards on the table. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go in there. Don't go in there. She's off. She's off. Don't panic over. She's off. All fine. On we go.
There's
There
GLaDOS
she is.
from Portal 1.
What a nasty piece of work she was, honestly. Like a proper maniac. Do you know who ended up taking her down in the end? You're not going to believe this. A human. I know. I wouldn't have believed either. Apparently this human escaped and nobody's seen him since. Then there was a
Just drop right off that edge there. It's not a big deal.
Still being held. That's a great job. You've applied the grit. We're all fine. That's tremendous.
You can survive any fall in Portal 2
Ah,
because
sorry,
you
I just
have
looked down.
long
I
drop
recommend
boots
it.
on.
Ah, I just
That's the
don't
explanation. So don't worry about that.
This
So after you
is the
plug in
main
Wheatley to the main breaker room here, you have to wait a little while.
Look for a switch
It's essentially the end of the level.
All right, don't touch anything else. Not interested in anything
So
else.
check
Don't
back
touch
in
anything else.
with us
Don't
for,
even look at
chapter
anything
2
else.
of
Just,
Portal
well,
2.
obviously you've got to look at everything else.
Right here
find
in
the
this
escape pod.
IGN
Right, so
guide.
as soon as you look at something that doesn't say escape pod, look at something else. Look at the next thing, all right? But don't touch anything else or look at anything. Well, look at other things, but don't. You understand? Can you see it anywhere? I can't see it anywhere. Tell you what, plug me in and I'll turn the lights on. Let there be light. That's God. It's quoting God.